Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, entertainment only. Yeah, there it is. Righto, first up, a little bit of housekeeping. I won't be on tomorrow. I'm travelling from 5 o'clock tomorrow morning and won't be at my destination until probably after dark. The day after, I'm going to be on Hogarth's astrology. So I'll put a link of it to it in my post section when Hogarth puts it up. It'll be the Hogar-lish, probably, something along those lines. And I'll be at my destination. So that's the only video I'll do that day. And thereafter, for about a week, we'll see how it goes. It might be a nice time to just take a little bit of a break. I'll still be posting in my post sections. If anything happens, I will come on. I will have access to the internet. But I think it might be time just to have a little bit of a break before things ramp up for the next session. And speaking of the next session, what have we got happening today? Well, here is the rapture moment, but it's all about the grifting of the money and all the rest of it. There will be people who have sold their house, sold their car, said goodbye to their family and find that tomorrow they're still here. So just did a reading on that. That's going to be really interesting. However, what I want to have a look at in this particular video, so a couple of interesting things. Kimmel is apparently returning to Disney and one of the other channels, but not the third. I can't remember which one it was. We don't get him over here anyhow, so it's not a huge deal for me over here, but we did cancel our Disney yesterday. Nothing like hitting them in the wallet, proving it to show hitting them in the wallet makes a big difference. I read on it a while back with TikTok and Oracle. 11 days ago I did a video about, that's the billionaire that I was picking up on. So you're looking at Ellison and Murdoch with taking over control of TikTok. If it starts turning into a version of Twitter as it did when it became X, there will be a mass exodus. Instagram, which I know is Meta, but also YouTube does shorts as well. So what you might find is there'll be an exodus from TikTok over to YouTube and the shorts on YouTube. So let's see how it plays out. Okay, but what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is that the Orange Twerp and RFK, old worm brain, came out today and made a declaration that apparently Tylenol causes autism. Oh boy. The autism was first identified in 1911. It's been around forever, but it was first identified in 1911 officially. The active ingredient for Tylenol did not come out and be approved by the FDA until 1951. 40 years later. Now, it's interesting that they have named Tylenol rather than the active ingredient. So this is about a brand. This is attacking a brand, not an actual ingredient. And it got me wondering why, and so I went for a little bit of a lookie. So Tylenol is produced by a company called Kenvue, Kenvue. Now, Kenvue is Kenvue, could be that. Anyhow, the majority shareholders of Kenvue is Vanguard, T. Rowe Price Group, never heard of them, and BlackRock. Heard of them so Vanguard and BlackRock. And I went, okay. Why? And I mean, Vanguard has a lot of the 401ks as well. So this is really interesting. So what I wanted to have a look at then I went, okay, well, who produces the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine? And one of my lovely viewers actually sent me the name. And the main measles, mumps, rubella vaccine is produced by a German company called Merck, M-E-R-C-K. Who are the main shareholders in Merck? Vanguard and BlackRock. Okay, that was interesting. So this is, and we know that there's been a big attack on measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, which has led to some massive outbreaks around the world, but mainly in the United States, where it had pretty much been wiped out. So I just want to have a look to see what. Oh, and that was the third thing. Who are the two biggest shareholders in Trump media? Vanguard and BlackRock. So I'm a little bit like, is it coincidence? Two's a coincidence, three's a conspiracy. I want to have a look. Now, apparently the Orange Twerp also signed an executive order, so again, not going through Congress, ruling by decree, that 401ks could invest in cryptocurrency, remembering that Vanguard is one of the biggest holders of 401ks in the United States. So there's something going on here. And I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot, my poor little ratty box, just to see if I can find out. Hidden agenda as I split the deck. Rash actions, or this could just be going into battle with and there's a hidden agenda. So let me have a look. What do you guys need to let us know? Ooh, something interesting out of left field. Now I did look it up. Apparently Vanguard's donated to the Dem party. 2/3 of their donations went to the Dems and only 1/3 went to the Republicans. So what have we got here? Some crazy messaging coming forward, something unexpected, an unexpected announcement coming forward. So this really feels like an attack on Vanguard itself rather than... So why is Vanguard getting attacked in this manner? As I said, it wasn't the active ingredient, it was the specific drug. Now, oops, something came flying out there. I'll just grab it. Not looking. I'll just pop it there for the moment because I just want to mention also, apparently, as part of that announcement, the claim that folate was a cure for autism. It turns out Dr. Oz, Dr. Oz, haven't heard from him for a while, apparently chief advisor to old worm brain there. Dr. Oz has a product, a folate product, supplement product. It's one of his main lines. Now, I'm just going to say nothing wrong with folate. Folate's actually really good. In Australia, doctors in Australia have been recommending for decades, and I'm talking decades and decades and decades and decades, that anyone who was planning to fall pregnant start taking a folate supplement. The government authorised permission to put folate into bread products in Australia as well. So, because, if the body doesn't need it, it'll get rid of it. But folate is actually essential for preventing spina bifida in newborns and then, as they grow up. Now, the thing is with folate is that to prevent spina bifida, it has to be taken within the first couple of weeks, up to about 6 weeks at the most, maybe a month of conception. And most people don't realise that they're pregnant until after that first, 3 to 6 weeks. So that's why it was, recommended. They don't force it on you or anything like that. And the folate supplement in bread, I don't know if they still do it, but it was, very minor. It was just almost like try and incentivize. But doctors in Australia have been recommending it for decades and decades and decades. So, yes, folate has a place, but no, not as a cure for autism. So let me ask why. Why is this specific targeting of companies' majority shareholder being Vanguard and BlackRock? Remembering Eric Prince isn't BlackRock or anything anymore. Come on down, let's have a look. Why? This is the card that ended up on the floor, and I haven't looked to see what it is yet. Right, packing up the truth and moving away. Why is this an attack on Vanguard? Moving out of choppy waters, moving away, trying to avoid. Sarah Ferguson also got mentioned in Epps emails overnight in the British media. So she's lost a lot of her patronage. There'll be a lot of really high ranking people. I mean, she was Andrew's wife, guaranteed. But after they split up, apparently she was still involved with Epps. So see you later, not a problem. Should have gotten rid of them ages ago. But okay, so packing up the truth, the swords of truth are pointed down and moving on. Okay, so why is this happening? Distraction, perhaps, and the truth being a nightmare situation. So we've got the Six of Swords and the challenged by the Nine of Swords. Trying to slink away into the night, perhaps, due to this nightmare of truth coming out. Deflection. Now, I would not be surprised if there is an announcement, if they are still in, because every day is getting a day closer to when the orange twerp is gone, of a register, and I would not be surprised if they're discussing sterilisation as well. Okay, another sword. So the energy stewing in. Why this attack? This is specialists. This can be the authority on truth. This isn't telling me why there's an attack. I was sort of expecting, demands for Vanguard to come to the White House and pledge, $1 trillion or something. Oh, KKK Levitt came out and said that the orange twerp had garnered $9 trillion or something worth of investment promises in the US. The entire world GDP is about 11 to 12 trillion. So I'm pretty sure that's not a real figure. Levitt. I don't know why her cross doesn't burn through her skin. But anyhow, at the foundation, we've got the King of Swords. So this is usually a specialist, can be an authority figure, bringing forth a sword of truth, or it can be a strategy. Now, I mean, he is becoming an old king, and if you have a look at that face, he does look a bit like Wormbrain there, but let's see where this goes. Taking control, the strategy of taking control. Let's see where it goes. In the past, we've got the Star card. Somebody was the Star. Vanguard perhaps was the Star. It had balanced portfolios, potentially. Drawn to the bird here, which is about change and messengers. A bird heralding and messaging about a change that is coming. Okay, so perhaps Vanguard didn't heed the message of the change because it thought it was big enough to withstand. Let's see where this goes. And the court card, the justice card. It might be a legal case brought by the makers of Tylenol in regards to this, because there's no factual backup in regards to this claim. There is no scientific, it's just off the top of the head. we've got the Justice card hanging over. Could be legal action and justice, which turns into a nightmare for those that are being loose with the truth. Oh, geez, try injecting yourself with ivermectin and bleach or something during COVID and stick a light bulb up your backside. Like, really? Oh, man. Anyone that takes medical advice from these dumbos. Right, the immediate future, the Empress card. She is about nurturing, protection, something unexpected new coming forward. It's also my Russia card. Okay, let's see where this goes. Gosh, a lot of major arcana coming out. Full exposure of the naivety. And then the Chariot, which is my military card. The chaotic movement forward. Can also be the two sphinxes here are lying there and refuse to move forward. So this could be not being able to move forward with this. Let's see where we go. Four of Swords, being forced to retreat, retract. On the back foot, being defensive. Coming to some sort of agreement here with the Temperance card. And then we've got the Queen of Wands. Prostituting themselves for the money. And we've got the Sword of Truth coming forward. So this isn't really telling me a lot about why Vanguard. This is telling me the process more that Tylenol, Kenview are going to have to go through. And I do apologise if I've put my syllables in there wrong. It should be Kenuv or something. Sword of Truth with the money. Feathering the nest, some sort of payout. But the ordinary shareholder or somebody is going to be left out in the cold. Someone's getting a payout and someone's going to be left out in the cold without a payout. So this is the process with Tylenol. I think they're going to be sued. The regime is going to be sued and there'll be a payout, but we've got the smug merchant, the gift from the past, the new partnership, juggling the money, but circles of support, lying, and death. Lying and death. Okay. Forcing, I think, are they trying to ruin Vanguard? Because this is a naive gift here that's causing sort of emotional, big emotional, I'm going to say outrage or anguish, self-blaming because I took a headache tablet while I was having a migraine while I was pregnant or something. Emotionally got all the cups lined up, but be careful what you wish for. Something to do with lies and death. Okay, let's see if we can knuckle down what this is that they're actually, what is the plan? So is the plan to damage Vanguard? Is the plan to damage Vanguard? Is the plan to damage Vanguard? Remembering that it's, one of the biggest 401k and also superannuation in Australia too. Is the plan to damage Vanguard since the share price has gone through the floor? I mean, that talk about share price manipulation. Is the plan to damage Vanguard? So you've got the Four of Wands, which is an announcement coming from the White House. Challenged by some sort of agreement that was made. There was an agreement that was made that's behind this announcement. Got here a false victory. I know a lot of readers call it as the victory card, but I mean, the horse looks uncomfortable, the rider looks uncomfortable, and nobody is cheering in the background. It's a very uncomfortable victory, the energy that they're stewing in regards to this messaging. The abuse of power, the betrayal. So are they going after Vanguard? It appears so. The sabotage, the deliberate sabotage to win. Got the Four of Coins at the top. Trying to hold on to financial secrets. Seriously, it couldn't be that. I just got that Vanguard has EPS money trails. Would they really? Desperately trying to hold on to money secrets, treason, betrayal. Externally, we've got the Queen of Swords. This is about an internal strategy to cause chaos. 10 of Wands. So externally, internally, to cause internal chaos as the messaging is all conflicted. Hopes and fears, secrets coming to the surface and being revealed. It's a foolish action, stepping over the cliff, emotionally walking away, and the Queen has more to offer that will bring down the government. I'm not getting that this is Vanguard. I'm thinking this is Vanguard has secrets that certain people do not want to be revealed. And I think they will come out with that Page of Wands and the Judgment card about the Emperor. That will change everything. Seriously, could it be seriously something that is this stupid? An offer Vanguard is not liking to keep its moneyed secrets is what I'm getting there. Oh, really? Like, really? I mean, we know about Morgan Chase and we know about Deutsche Bank, but really Vanguard? I'm getting BlackRock is more just collateral damage, and they may have even been worded up beforehand. The board of BlackRock. Let's have a look. Does Vanguard, as a company, I know it's a really, really, really big company, and as I poker shuffle, we've got the treason card again on the bottom, betrayal, treason, and the offer being made. So was there an offer made that the board of Vanguard or something refused to take, and therefore we will destroy you? Is that what okay. Is Vanguard in any way, because I've always said with EPS it'll be the money trail that takes them down, and a few money trail things have been crossing my table recently. Does Vanguard have money trail information that could be detrimental to certain people? Does Vanguard have money information Money trail information that could be detrimental. Take the top one as the first one, right? Again, well, I'm going to say something to do with children in the past. Gifts of children in the past. The challenge is the information about money being brought forward. I think they do. The energy that they're stewing in is full exposure in regards to children. In the past, the dark money that again, you've got a youthful figure here and the two old dudes and the dark money. I think they do. I can't believe that this is what it's about. The dark money. The energy over it is loss and disappointment and heartbreak and spilt emotions. Whistleblower in the immediate future. Externally bringing forth secrets right next to the Sun card. Secrets being revealed internally. Some sort of to do with agreements, emotional agreements that were seen and observed. There you've got the betrayal again, a judgment card. Looking at options. And then the hanged man, the sacrifice, seeing the light. Can also be stopped. Let's see where this goes. No, harsh truth coming forward. This could also be a consideration card, but then the harsh truth coming forward, and you've got the whoever this King of Cups is, and then the Queen of Swords. Watch out, the Queen of Swords. And it is international with the two of, and it's to do with protection. The Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Tower card. This could also be those trying to protect the money. The Tower card, okay, I am just going to say. Right, if I go to the bottom, we've got the circles of support of the Orange King and those around him who are trying to stop all this coming out. They've got the Two of Pentacles trying to make this happen, but you've got the Death, you've got the Ten of Swords, you've got the infighting. Oh boy, okay. I keep going. The offer being refused, the legal restriction, but then you've got the Moon card and you've got the Ten of Wands. Bringing it out anyhow. Okay, well, that took a trail I wasn't expecting. Yeah, okay. It's like a threat to Vanguard because they have financial information that may be uncomfortable to a certain element. And I think, I was wondering why BlackRock, but I think BlackRock is just caught up in a, oh boy. See how it plays. Keep an eye on this one. Because if the IRS is not going to play ball because it's under the auspices of the control of the regime, these private companies might step up. Okay. Watch this space. Catch you shortly.